In today's tutorial, we are recreating a question to test a student's ability to listen and write what they heard. This question comes from a Chinese language course from one of my customers, and we are going to use an audio recording. So we're using an audio tool. We're going to the student will play back the audio, which is a recording of a short conversation. And the objective of this question is for the student to listen to what they heard and then to write down what they heard. So we'll use the audio tool for the audio playback portion, and then we're going to use the fill in the blank tool for the response portion, where the student will write down what they heard. What you want to do is listen to the audio ahead of time and then write down the conversation, and then you leave part of the conversation blank that you wrote down, and that's the part where the student's supposed to fill it in. And so that's why we use the fill in the blank tool. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to go back to compose view, and we're going to create a new question. We're going to open up our notes and start with the question or problem, or sorry, start with the directions, and we're going to use the header text for directions. So we're going to paste this in, save, and I think it's a little small, so actually let's change the size to 2, save. All right, and now there's a second set of instructions that tells them that they can use Chinese characters or pinyin, so we're going to use subtitle text for that. My computer's running a little slow, so it's hot, so forgive me. All right, so that's the directions done. We're going to preview it real quick. All right, that looks good. Go back to compose. And give me 1 sec. Okay, good. All right, sorry about that. I had to open the window. It's really hot where I'm at. Computer's overheating. So now for the question portion, we're going to take this URL for this audio file that I uploaded and paste that, right? And take a look at it. Okay, this looks good. Now we're going to get to the responses portion. We're going to use the fill in the blank tool for the response. So we'll add that to our workspace. And let's go in here and edit. So let me just give you a quick walk around, a tour of this tool. This is the rich text editor. Here's where we're going to write down the conversation from the audio. There's some configuration here. Don't worry about that. Ignore that. We'll get to that configuration in another video. Now, back to the responses in our notes. I'm going to show you how to prepare the responses for the fill in the blank tool. So first thing you want to do is write down your text from the conversation. So we have Zhiga Yizi, the Hanzi, and then we have the pinyin, Zhiga Yizi. And we have Qishir Kuai, the Hanzi, and Qishir Kuai for the pinyin. So we're going to keep these separated because it's going to look a lot better on screen with them separated, I think. So for step 2, this is the special syntax that we're going to use in order to annotate the Hanzi with pinyin. So we're going to combine our text from the question of step 1 with the special syntax from step 2 down here. And here's how we do it. We take Zhiga and paste it here, and then we take the pinyin for it and you paste it on the second line, right? And now you grab that and you bring it down. Then we'll leave it here, and then you can just space it out like that. And then we'll do the same thing for the next line, right? Paste it. There you go. And now you have the first question. the first part of the conversation. And so you're going to repeat that for the second part of the conversation, right? So we'll paste that, go grab this here, and paste this one here. Then we go grab the opinion, paste opinion, and the last part of the opinion here, right? Backspace, 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 backspace. Done. So now we have both lines, and this is our finished product. Okay, so I'm going to copy that and paste that here. And I think it's a little small, so we're going to change the heading to 2. Well, 1, I guess. I guess we're going to do 1. There we go. Now, I think that because it's a conversation between two people, we want to indicate who's speaking. So we're going to do that and call this person A. And then we'll call this person B. There you go. Now if we preview that, okay, great. That's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so now we're going to move on to the answer section. So we're going to use some more syntax, editable. This is how we're going to get the blank text. So we're going to copy that and come in to here. And the portion of the conversation that we're going to test the student on is the first speaker, the last thing that they said. So we're going to paste in our editable and click save. And there you're going to see the edit text show up. Right? But we're not done yet. We're going to go back into edit, and now we have to add the answer. So for every one of these editables, you're going to want to have one of these. Right? Paste that in, save it. Right? So, if you wanted to have more editables, then you would need to add another one of these. Right? But we don't really want any more, we only want this one. Okay, now we can test it. So if they provide the correct answer, they get the question right. If they provide the wrong answer, they get the question wrong and they're given the correct answer. If they don't provide anything at all and they give up, they're given the correct answer. Okay, so that's it. That's how you use the fill in the blank tool and the audio tool to make a language testing question. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.